Welcome back, Losers Finals match. AI already shooting the Banshee as soon as we get in, because this is Duel at Dawn. A mech we haven't seen in a very long time. First off for red side for the Pomelos. It's going to be the Reborn, Mine Launcher, Center Mobula, paired, it looks like from right to left, Gatling, Artemis, Banshee, and Hades. Their ally is the slow-moving Squid. Dual Hwacha Gatling on the left side of this galleon with Hwacha and Heavy Carronade on the right. For their opponents, Lepidopter Leviathan, we have the Pumperidian Moth, Carronade Artemis Pyramidion, with the left side Mortar and Gatling. And finally their ally, the GFA Wind Troll. More standard Gatling Mortar Pyramidion with light flak and Gatling. As blue team is sneaking over to the north side of the map where red is currently located. We take a look at the score here, and yes, unfortunately, one of the Pomelos members, you see the third slot there on the Reborn, did disconnect while we were in the lobby, and unfortunately was not able to reconnect before the additional pause had elapsed from the referee. So they were playing one man down as Wind Troll pushing their way into red spawn. Banshee hitting the Wind Troll, Pumperidian Moth, Carronade now engaging, Mobula's Balloon, a slow-moving Squid reverses into the Pumperidian Moth. Big connection, but I think Moonshine helped keep the Moth in position. And now Galleon, very high up relative to their ally, Pyramidion, but it looks like Pyramidians might not be able to capitalize on this power play. They're pushing Reborn into the terrain and got big damage. Big connection. Carronade able to actually finish them off. It almost looked like they weren't going to be able to get that kill, but now slow-moving Squid left on their own. Hwacha finishes off the Wind Troll's hull armor. Most of their guns are down, but we do have the dual team continuing here, hitting the Galleon. We'll see how long the Galleon decides to is going to be able to tank, and whether Pomelos decide to try to continue this engagement or reset. Looks like Reborn going for the fast spawn, so Galleon, slow-moving Squid, does not want to take any damage. No mortar connections just yet. They're doing a good job actually zoning out their opponents, utilizing the terrain it's a little obscured by the cloud. But they did not take any permanent damage, just about 5% it looks like. And now Reborn is just doing a huge amount of damage to the Wind Troll, forcing them to disengage from the Galleon. They've continued the fight. They're back on even ground. Slow-moving Squid getting to gear here. Pumperidian Moth and Reborn currently going for 1v1. Pumperidian moving in for the ram as well. If Mobula... Oh, no! I was going to say if Mobula connects to the terrain, it's going to be over, but it looks like Pumperidian Moth doesn't even need it. These close quarters brawls are so dangerous for the Mobula, especially if they have a damaged balloon that's going to limit their vertical acceleration, limit their ability to dodge, because a Pyramidian can destroy Mobula so quickly if they're able to connect with the front of their ship. That's a big weakness, especially on a smaller map like Duel at Dawn, one we don't see at all in competitive play. It's been brought back specifically for this this classic format event. And Lepidoptera is doing their best to take advantage of it. Saw Reborn there trying to rise up, bumping a little bit against the terrain. Slow-moving Squid losing their armor. Wind Troll moving in for the dual focus. Reborn needs to make something happen, but I think the Wind Troll, we'll see. Wind Troll's armor might be too high. Pumperidian Moth utilizing... Oh, look at that left side mortars, taking out almost all of the slow-moving Squid's health. I was going to say Pumperidian Moth looked like they were drifting out of arc, but they were actually moving in to use that side mortar. But unfortunately, Squid has too much armor, and Reborn coming in from behind, so I don't think they're going to be able to get this kill. I think Moth is going to go down first, and that's Pomelos clawing their way back into this game, ending that engagement, and able to tie up the score. I'm going to take a look here. Looks like their AI still there, still have not been able to find a substitute. That's a little unfortunate. Galleon's going to be a big problem here, though. So little health. And let's see how many... Let's see, we got a Carronade here. And then we do have the 2 Gatlings. Gatling's going to have to be very careful with their positioning. If Pyramidion gets into the slow-moving squid's blind spot, either behind, below, or above them, they're able to keep their Gatling in arc for about 4 to 5 seconds. Probably going to be able to, yeah, looking at their health, they're going to be able to finish them off with the Gatling. So Gatling has to be so careful here. They have to make sure Hwachas are always in arc, always able to shut down any target that might move in on them. And Reborn, Wind Troll going for the ram. Reborn trying to turn the hit the Wind Troll. So far, Galleon's armor is fine, but Reborn has lost their balloon to the Carronade. Pumperidian Moth going for a ram, but it's a glancing blow, and they take a Hwacha for their troubles. Looks like 1 engine down on the Pumperidian Moth, 2 down on the Wind Troll. So Pyramidian's currently hurting from mobility a little bit, but I think Pumperidian's going to be able to follow the Mobula down. And this is good positioning for them as well, because slow-moving squid is not going to be able to help. The Galleon is far too high. Wind Troll dropping down to make sure this is a guaranteed kill, but Reborn sneaks behind them. I think Wind Troll... oh man, Reborn goes down. The mine that was there, Wind Troll moved forward to dodge the mine, which meant they weren't able to get their guns in arc on the Mobula, but the Mobula instead hit the mine themselves, which knocked them back into the terrain. And now Wind Troll might die to the Hwacha. We'll see they're rising up, attempting to dodge it, but the balloon is very low for the Blue Pyramidion. And now Pumperidian Moth has the side Gatling engaged. Remember, if the Galleon's armor goes down, they're dead. Hwacha comes out. Galleon side guns for the Pumperidian Moth do go down, so Galleon is alive for now, but they need to get some mallet hits in. And it looks like heavy Carronade hitting the Pumperidian Moth. Slow-moving squid trying to reverse underneath the Wind Troll, but the Wind Troll is able to keep up. Mobula hitting the GFA Wind Troll. Squid, very low armor. Oh man, either of these ships could die. Wind Troll goes down first. Reborn able to finish them off. Blue not able to capitalize and kill this damaged goldfish. The 3 Hwacha heavy Carronade just making it too difficult. Pyramidians were not able to find a good angle to engage them in. And now Pumperidian Moth, 3-3 score, once again tied up. This may be a 4th point. This may put match point on the board for the Pomelos. This Pumperidian Moth is going to have to do some fancy flying to get added to the clutches of the Reborn, and it looks like they're not going to be able to. Instead, they're staying and fighting, staying and giving up that kill. Unable to disengage, and uh-oh. I don't want to see another game end with an ambitious forward spawn. It just... Oh man, this is rough. Wind Troll's going to have to get out of here. Also, I will say, definitely a situation where Pyramidion could have... The Pumperidion definitely could have gone underneath the big ship. If they had dropped there, they would have been safe. Nobody does it because we don't play Duel at Dawn, and... Well, Pyramidion's down. Some unfortunate spawning decisions. I think the play from Triple L was pretty good, but just some unfortunate, again, that ambitious forward spawn from the Wind Troll. You know, sometimes teams get it in their mind that they really, really want to save their ally, but unfortunately that just kind of handed the game over to their opponents, when instead it probably would have been better if they had taken a farther spawn, had a little bit of time to regroup, and just given up that 1 kill.